everyone, welcome back to another episode of Comm Chronicles. For today's episode, we're going to be doing a little deep dive on how some internet influencers made it from literally Vines and Musically to like celebrity. I'm joined by Sheryl here today, and we're going to be finding out how these people made it big. So, hi Sheryl.
Hi there.
Have you heard about Lisa Koshy, Emma Chamberlain, and Shawn Mendes?
Yeah, I think growing up, especially Liza Koshy was
Mm-hmm.
one of the main, I would say comedians back then because she was very
Right.
doing Vines and Musically. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I know her way back, and I got to know about Emma Chamberlain and Shawn Mendes after that. Yeah, so I'm very
Mm-hmm.
much aware of them. Yeah.
They're like you're kind of like friends with Liza Koshy, right? You're like besties,
I guess,
right?
yeah,
Like
probably, well,
twins.
not bestie.
Uh-huh.
But I understand her
Besties.
humor. So,
You understand her humor. Okay,
yeah,
well, I'm not really like a person who knows Liza Koshy. I haven't really consumed her content.
right.
So, what are some things that you know about her? Like, what has she done prior to her celebrity status that she's living in now?
Right. So, this was about, I think, 7 years, 7 or 8 years back when I was still
Mm-hmm.
in high school. And
Mm-hmm.
basically, I would just like to indulge in all of her YouTube videos. So she started off with Musically, and then she started off with Vines actually, and she makes a lot of funny content on Vines, and then
Mm-hmm.
eventually she
Mm-hmm.
expanded on YouTube, and
Mm-hmm.
she would make all these really funny videos that really cracks you up. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
some videos could be like, oh, POV, you're a student
Okay.
statistic, trying to
So
be stuck at home, whatever.
these are
Right.
like comedy skits, right? Like,
Very much comedy skits, and that is what
okay.
she does. Usually that's what she does.
Mm-hmm.
I also got to know that she dated David Dobrik, who is
Okay.
a pretty big YouTuber at that time. So they were like the
Okay.
couple. And
Right.
yeah, and eventually she got like really viral, and she had like a very big she had a lot of followers. And what happened was, I think eventually she got the fame, and she started interviewing quite a bit of other celebrities as well for other award shows like I think Oscars. No, sorry, not Oscars. It was the Met Gala. It was not an
Yeah,
award.
I think
Yeah,
that's where I know her too.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
so she interviewed like a bunch of other celebrities, and she still has that very funny aura, I would say, about her, and she still showcases that even during the interviews with the other celebrities, which I think is really authentic of her. And yeah, overall she's just a very funny person, and yeah.
Okay. So I guess now Lisa Koshy has her own show, right? I guess she's more of a host now, like a celebrity host, which is
Yeah,
honestly that's really insane to think about. Someone who starts off doing skits on, Musically and Vine, and then now you're like a literal show host. That's, like
yeah,
incredible
yeah,
achievement, honestly.
yeah,
Well,
definitely.
I guess my someone that I grew up with, and not really grew up with, when I was like a teen, I really watched a lot of Emma Chamberlain, like, back when she only did her YouTube videos.
Right,
And um her channel was just like filled with so much passion, and as someone who like loved watching YouTube channels and vlogs, I really connected with the way she was doing her vlogs, which was just so raw. Even compared to now, I think her vlogs are more polished and posh.
right,
But I think
right.
back then it was really just like raw Emma Chamberlain, like going through whatever crisis she was going through, which was really nice. But I guess sooner or later she eventually also became a very influential person. She started
Right.
doing a lot of fashion, and she was
Yes.
even in one of the fashion shows on Netflix. She was one of the
Oh,
judges, which was like
damn, I
insane
did
to
not know
think
that.
about.
I did not
Yeah,
know.
she was one of the judges along with I'm not sure if it's Bella Hadid or Gigi Hadid, but I think it's Bella
Oh,
Hadid. It's the fashion show on Netflix that Gigi Hadid is the host of. Yeah, so Emma
Right.
Chamberlain was on that, and that was a bit like whoa, because I did not expect someone like her to be a judge of it,
Yeah.
especially for someone who came from YouTube. But it's
Yeah.
it's nice to think about, I guess. I guess she's also someone who has a very, different kind of fashion style. She has her own statement, you know.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I think most of these celebrities, these influencers, what they have in similar is that a lot of them become Met Gala hosts or like Met
Right.
Gala interviewers. Like
Right.
Lisa Koshy and Emma Chamberlain have both been the
Yeah.
hosts.
I have seen her actually interviewing people at the Met Gala show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I guess now she has a coffee company, which is like, what?
Oh, yes.
She has
Yes.
Emma Chamberlain coffee.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so, well, I guess another insane thing to think about, like these two people, they just started off with, funny little videos and now they're all the way here. But yeah,
Okay.
so besides these, besides people who started off YouTube, and Vine and became basically, I guess, celebrity host or went into fashion, what about Shawn Mendes? He literally went into a big industry, which is music.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I am aware, I think he started off on Vine as well, if I'm not wrong. And he
That's
would,
right.
post like covers of songs, where he would sing and play the guitar and whatever not. And eventually he
Mm-hmm.
started posting on YouTube. And then, I think he also won for I think he won a competition. I'm really not sure, but he became really famous very quickly. And then he started like, writing his own songs and then coming up with his like first ever single. And yeah, so basically it was a really big hit, Shawn Mendes himself coming out on stage and singing and performing and whatnot. And it really just touched a lot of people's hearts, I would say. And
Mm-hmm.
I think eventually, like, songs like Treat You Better and like Mercy, and even Senorita, where he started, um, singing and collaborating with other artists like Camila Cabello. And, personally, I think that song was really, 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 the hit, and it was really good, genuinely. So, yeah, I definitely do have to say that he has, came a very long way from just posting videos to just, becoming a really good musician now. And I think he also won the American Music Award, and I think he might have been nominated for a Grammy. I'm really not sure though, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was not nominated. I wouldn't be surprised if he was, you know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that, given the circumstances that, he had the platform and he took that chance
Mm-hmm.
and he posted
Mm-hmm.
it and he took the opportunity and whatever that came into his life, he just took on it, and then here he is now, a musician, a singer, a
Mm-hmm.
songwriter. Yeah.
I think the very first award that he actually won was, I'm not sure of his name, but he's a host of American Idol. Yeah, I
Right.
think that's the competition you're referring to, which he won
Right,
the
right.
best cover for. I guess it's one of the cover songs that he was also posting on Vine. I guess that's where people really started to know him. And
Uh-huh.
they started knowing, oh, who's Shawn Mendes? Who's Shawn Mendes? And it's just crazy to think about. It's like someone you see on your daily feed every day, and then
Right.
suddenly they're out there singing and they are in all of these music videos, in professional music videos. And that's just crazy to think about, especially growing up, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess when you put it into a perspective like this, the key takeaway, obviously, is that just go for it.
Yeah.
Just go for it. You might be thinking, sitting down in your bed or wherever you are, I don't have whatever it takes for this, but it's really just about who's putting it out there and who is not. And I think if the sooner that you put things out there, the sooner that people like you will find you.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
And anyways, yeah, so with that said, thank you for tuning in to Comm Chronicles, everyone. We hope that this episode sparked at least a tiny bit of inspiration and motivation for all of you to just post that video, whatever video it is, you singing, you drawing, you whatever work that you have, just post it, and good luck. And thank you, Sheryl, for joining us in this episode today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, all right, that's all for this week's episode. See you guys next week. Bye bye.